All right, we're traveling. We're going through a little town in Wyoming. We're about halfway to where we want to be. We're going through Guernsey, Wyoming right now, right? To the first spot that we're gonna look at. There's some turkeys. We're gonna do a little scouting. It's the day before season opens. So tonight we're just scouting this spot, and then if we need to, we're gonna move on into the national forest. So we'll keep you posted. Hello. We're just outside of a place that I wanted to see if there was any turkeys, and planned on staying here, but if we saw some, but there are none here that I can see anyway. So we're gonna have a little bite to eat and then continue on driving up to the national forest this evening, or close to it anyway, and then find a place to pull off for the night. And bummer that we couldn't scout any in this spot like I had hoped, but that's okay, right? Right. So we're gonna have a little bite to eat. We got some leftover tacos from Brooklyn and Chelsea's lunch, and we're gonna mow through those real quick, have a little bit of water or Gatorade, and keep going here. So we have seen turkeys so far, right? We saw some turkeys on the side of the road outside of a little town.
And then I saw some.
And then Bryson saw some. Yep. So we've seen, I don't know, a dozen turkeys or so far. Definitely saw a pair of toms, but I think they were on private. It was a close border, but the public wasn't accessible. You'd have to be able to cross the private, I believe. So we passed those by, and yep. So we're just that's where we're at so far. So openers tomorrow, and wish we could roost something, but I just don't know if we're going to be able to have the time to be able to do that in the daylight. We still do have about an hour or so of daylight. I think that's about what the drive left we have, though. So it might be close, and we're going to sit here for a little bit. So don't think we'll quite make it, but we'll give her hell tomorrow morning too. So other than that, we'll probably see you bright and early in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Say good morning. It's freaking freezing out. It was freezing last night. Good thing we had that heater, because it was still cold. But we were right here at the truck. We were just getting ready, and we hear a gobbler down here. So we're going to go try and locate him, see if we can't kill him. So we're off to a banging start this morning, huh? Bryson's freezing cold. Okay, here we go. All right, we're back to the truck already. We went after that tom, and we're right here next to some private. So we're right on the fence line, and it looks like that he was on the other side of the private. We were just down the road, just going after him, and heard him gobble another time, and then shortly after heard a shot, and hasn't gobbled since. So he definitely ran off, or he's probably in a photo now. So we're gonna get our stuff together and start running some ridges and seeing if we can't hear some more gobbles here. Hello, we're taking a pit stop at the Devil's Tower Monument here while we're doing our turkey hunting. We're going to see if they have any lunch around here. And we haven't seen any more turkeys since this morning, so we're just doing a little hanging out right now. Alright, quick update from us here. It's about 4 o'clock and we have been trying to access National Forest and the gates have been closed, which doesn't mean we can't walk in, but there's been cars parked there, hunting vehicles, I'm assuming. So we're finally in some forest and we just had an encounter.
Yeah, we just saw a turkey.
We saw a turkey. Turkey crossing the road as we're just kind of milling around here. It was a Jake. We took off after it, but he started really running up the hill. And so we're deciding not to pursue that since it's a Jake. So we'll keep on keeping on here and hopefully get some stuff on camera. It's kind of hectic when you're not set up and just driving and stuff happens. You can't really get the camera on, so hopefully we'll get something on video here for us. Alright, it's 8:15 or so. We didn't get a turkey, obviously. Found a camp spot and then had an old guy come by and talk our ear off for, I don't know, 30 minutes or more when we were trying to make dinner. So after that got done, I didn't even think about videoing or anything like that. So not doing a very good job. I'm so tired. Was up every hour last night just making sure things were going good. The anchor here supposed to charge, hooked up. We got a charger from a cutoff, and it's supposed to charge when the truck is running, and it's not. So I don't know. That thing's only got 60% left or something like that.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep, 60. So it'll last tonight with the heater running. It's supposed to be in the high 20s tonight, so they say. It got down to 9 last night, and it was real cold this morning. So I think we're gonna maybe sleep in a little more. I don't know. It depends how quick we fall asleep here. I think we'll probably fall asleep pretty quick. Right? Are you tired?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for today. We'll give her a go again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning. It was chilly again last night, and we slept in a little bit more. The sun's just peeking over the hill here. We're gonna try. Bryson was chilly, weren't you? And it did get pretty cold. 16 last night again. About 10 degrees less than what the forecast said. We'll get her going and do a little hunting here. All right, we're on a turkey here. We got one gobbling at us. We're trying to cut some distance. See if we can get him to come in. All right, story time real quick. We, after going after that Tom, he quit gobbling. So we bailed off the hill and walked back to the truck, got in the truck, and what happened? We drove around the corner and there he was with a bunch of hens on the side of the road. Couldn't have been another 200 yards. If we would have just kept side hilling, we would have run right into them. They would have been just right below us. We could have snuck down through the trees and probably shot that thing. So instead, I bailed out of the truck and they ran up a hill, a big hill. I ran after them and couldn't get back on them. So we're at a trailhead and we're gonna go hike up it, see if we can hear anything up here, and come back and have some lunch. So if we see anything, we'll get the action going. Good morning. So you didn't see anything else happen because nothing else happened. Hunted the rest of the day, and then made our way home. So we didn't see anything else after yesterday morning. Hiking up the trails, never saw anything else, never heard anything else. Home in the basement, getting things organized and put away from the hunt. So definitely a learning experience for me, and it was a lot colder than I thought it was going to be. Yesterday finally got into the 40s and 50s, but the days before were high was 41, and those mornings were cold. So we didn't do as much walking around. Having me being with Bryson, we didn't do very much walking around just because it was so cold. That first morning when we chased that gobble that
I'm pretty sure got shot. Being 9 degrees, there's just no way that I could have hiked around with him in that kind of weather. So we're done on that trip, or for this trip here. We might go back out, but just more locally if we find some time. But other than that, thanks for sticking around. It's probably just a little short video, and I think there's only very distant turkey picture or video in this. So sorry, there's not much action here. See you later.